great to have you with us here again at Cruise1st. It's Derek and Polly back with you to take you away from the everyday with the exotic and beautiful world that is waiting for you on a big cruise adventure.
We are. So which of these do you fancy? Bali, Australia and the Great Barrier Reef, or maybe Tahiti and Hawaii, or even Malaysia, Thailand and Indonesia? Now, all of these offers have got one thing in common, and that's being free at sea with Norwegian Cruise Line. And we'll all say cheers to that.
Yes, we would do if we had a responsible glass one at a time. We definitely would. And of course, it's not just drinks with free at sea, it's specialty dining, Wi-Fi and credits towards your excursion adventures along the way. Talking of which, straight to offer number one. It's 20 nights starting on the 24th of March next year, taking us to Malaysia, Thailand and Indonesia. And that means that we are flying first from the UK. You've guessed it. We're going to Singapore and we're staying there. We always stay when we go to Singapore, don't we? Because it's a city you need to see. So we've got 3 nights in a hotel there. So you can absolutely enjoy a Singapore sling at the bar at the Raffles Hotel.
Of course. I don't even know what's in a Singapore sling, actually. We say that.
I have no idea. I'll look it up
for me?
I will.
And I'll just talk about something. Do you know what, though? If you went to Singapore, you could just literally have no plan and wander around and just in awe at everything. It's just absolutely beautiful. But there is bags of things to do. We're seeing their gardens by the bay. Look at that, all lit up at night, and that's great. You'll be there at night time, so you can see how different the city is, how it transforms as well. I think what's lovely about Singapore, it's so modern, it's got sky rises, and then it has all this history and culture as well. Amazing. After that 3 nights, you'll join Norwegian Sun for your 12-night all-inclusive cruise. Ooh.
Which will be lovely. And while we watch the pictures, just very, very quickly, I'll tell you whether you can tell me whether you still fancy one or not. It's pineapple juice gin, cherry brandy, lime juice grenadine and Benedictine. You still up for one?
What does Benedictine taste like?
No idea.
Oh, well,
looks pink and orange.
Do you know what? You've got to try everything once, haven't you?
Yes, twice if you like it.
Exactly. So why not while you're in Singapore? Now, just taking a look at Norwegian Sun, what we love about this particular cruise ship is how beautifully colourful it is. It's very, very vibrant. All the textures are very sumptuous. We saw there the staterooms. Everything's kind of like velvet and those lovely bright colours. Lovely, lovely restaurants on board. Of course, you've got main dining, but speciality dining as well is amazing. Cagney Steakhouse, that's always your favourite, isn't it? You'll have a steak when you're on holiday.
Nice. Yeah.
You'll enjoy that. There's sushi, there's teppanyaki as well. Los Lobos Cantina, which is Mexican. Oh, just delicious. I love fajitas. It's making my mouth water a little bit.
Yeah, and as Mr. P has just reminded me, you do definitely need to check out the legendary chicken wings while you're on board. They are a thing of legend throughout the cruise industry, I believe.
Well, there's lots of activities on board as well. We saw the giant chess. The gym is spectacular. But if you want to take things a little bit more easy and relax, go to the spa. Cruising out of Singapore, arriving in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, you've got the Petronas Twin Towers there that you have to visit. Once the tallest buildings in the world, where you can see panoramic views of the city from the observation deck on the 86th floor. Amazing. Next, it's Penang. Now, this is known as the Pearl of the Orient. This island's rainforest and waterfall-clad mountain form the backdrop to its beautiful sandy beaches. Just sounds absolutely spectacular. Such an exciting part of the world to go and visit. Langkawi is next. Kilim Karst Geoforest Park is well worth an excursion to. It's got a great boat tour of mangrove forest, bat caves and floating restaurants as well. Imagine going to a floating restaurant.
I know.
Here's my selfie. Next is Phuket, Thailand, where you've got an overnight on board in port. When you think of Phuket, or when I think of Phuket, I think of just amazing beaches.
Yes.
What do you think of? Beaches?
Yeah, well, I think of these just amazing. I think I'd like to go into kind of like local villages as well and really get a feel for the place.
The food, just delicious as well. A couple of days at sea, arriving in Indonesia, in Jakarta. Now, the Central Medan Merdeka is home to the National Monument. It's just marble, it's massive. It's this observation deck there that lets you look out upon the Indonesian capital and the massive mosque below. Gorgeous. It's Semarang next, where you can journey to the jungle and discover the Temple of Borobudur, which is the world's largest Buddhist temple, and it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site as well. Just looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Looks gorgeous.
Next, it's Surabaya, where you can visit the Heroes Monument that that commemorates the Battle of Surabaya, and I stopped by the 10th November Museum. There's a beautiful, beautiful mosque there. It's the Al-Kaaba, and you can ride the elevator as well to the top. Just spectacular. Next, you've got an overnight onboarding port in Bali, in Benoa. Now, you can take a leisurely stroll along the harbour there and watch the comings and the goings of fishing boats, yachts. Oh, just amazing. Now you'll come off the cruise ship and then you have 3 nights in a hotel in Bali where you can just enjoy it even more. I mean, it's just a beautiful island. It's known for its gorgeous rice fields, it's got beaches, it's got volcanic mountains and lush countryside as well. And as you head inland, it's got stone temples as well and all the forests with monkeys in as well. If you want to sort of do more than just relax on the beaches, there's great historical sites while you're there. The Uluwatu Temple is just absolutely mesmerising.
Well, there's a reason why so many hundreds of thousands of people, holiday on Bali from around the world, because it's just this place of, it's just an idyll, isn't it? It's a complete place of relaxation, of zen, of escape, and somewhere to really discover. Actually, you can come back from Bali as well and you could say, I've been travelling. You were there for 3 nights in a hotel, but there's so much that you can do there and it feels really adventurous. There are lots of different, you can go on a little retreat if you want to, go to the monkey forest, all of those kind of things that you can go and do. And then you come back and you feel like you've had a real travelling adventure. And of course, on the cruise, you've seen all of these different destinations as well. It's going to be incredible. This is a part of the world that I would love to see. And, people from around the world flock to Bali as well. And I really, really want to see what it is that makes people go back again and again and again. So, low deposit for this whole holiday package of just £199 each today to lock in the amazing deal for the trip next March. That's the flight from the UK out to Singapore. It's 3 nights in a hotel right in the centre of Singapore, and then your 12 nights of cruising with Norwegian Sun. With free at sea, so that means you've got premium drinks, you've got some Wi-Fi in there, you've got shore excursion credits, and 2 nights of specialty dining, all included while you're on board and you're cruising through Malaysia to your overnight in Phuket in Thailand, on to Indonesia, and then ultimately to Bali, where you stay a night overnight on the ship in Bali and then have 3 more nights there in a hotel before you fly back to the UK. You're joking me. I've just seen the number that you're about to see and you need to see it. This, for a deposit today of £199 each, I mean, this is pure paradise. This is ticking so many off the bucket list at the same time as well. If you've dreamed of going to this part of the world, Norwegian are an amazing cruise line with such a high standard, such a high level of sophisticated offering, but it's great fun and relaxed with it as well. And people love to go back to Norwegian Cruise Line again and again and again as well, because you don't have that rigidity of timetable as well. You want to dine, you dine whenever you want, wherever you want as well. That's what being free at sea is all about. Let's have a look at upgrades on board. So if you want to upgrade up to an ocean view or to a balcony for the ultimate, if you think about it, the ultimate kind of ticking of the box, if you like, going to this part of the world, then there are your prices on the screen. Remember, low deposits today, just £199 each, will secure the deal for you, and it looks a pretty good one as well, doesn't it? It's the back end of March next year. Pretty nice time to kind of get away. If you think of the kind of weather we've had through February, March, April this year, it's not been great this year, has it, so far? We've had the odd couple of hours, the odd afternoon, the sun has poked its head out, but apart from that, it's quite a good time to get away to somewhere else. Paradisical, really, isn't it? So if you fancy that, all you got to do is pick up the phone and give us a call on 0800 953 4700. I mean, you don't need an excuse to be on holiday at any time of the year, do you, Polly, really?
Of course I don't. I mean, I found my dream job. I talk about holidays.
Exactly.
Absolutely amazing. Now, this next offer is an absolute winner. It's combining a stay in Bali and a cruise around Australia, taking in the Barrier Reef ports. 2 stays included in this 21-night package too. And it starts on the 5th of April next year, where we fly out of the UK and straight to paradise, Bali. And we're staying here for 3 nights in a hotel.
We're back again.
Oh, well, anyone who's been to Bali as well, obviously we've talked about how serene it is and how beautiful. The people, because it's a very spiritual island. People are very friendly, very welcoming, but very, like you were saying, it's very calm. There's something kind of Very, very special about this place.
And I love, and Jo, of course, who presents here at the channel as well, she's been to Bali many, many times. And I think actually, you know, you can feel a real adventurer without having to be too adventurous, I think, in Bali as well. Because you know some places you look at and you think, oh, I could never go there on my own.
Yeah.
What would I do? How would I navigate it all? Bali, very, very simple, partly because, as you said, a wonderful warm welcome. The people of Bali themselves are a warmth in themselves. So after your stay in Bali, it's time to cruise. It's time to cruise on Norwegian Sun.
What a treat. All inclusive once again. We were talking just on the previous trip about all the amazing specialty restaurants on board, but actually when it comes to main dining, that's very, very exciting as well. What I love about the Four Seasons and Seven Seas, there's a daily menu, but there's a chocoholics night. Ooh, what a lovely treat.
Would you allow yourself that indulgence right now?
Of course, just once a week. No.
Got to be done, hasn't it?
I love chocolate as well. And the Garden Cafe with an outdoor buffet, which is lovely, an outdoor cafe, because, you know, you're going to these really fabulous parts of the world where the weather is considerably better than what we have here.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you want to be outside, don't you, having a bit of al fresco. Oh, there we are, al fresco timing. I couldn't have timed it better myself.
It's got to be done as well. It's funny, isn't it? Because, you know, you might have been with your other half, you know, 20 years, might be 40, 50 years by now. And, you know, you find that when you're on a holiday like this, you have completely different conversations. You're able to reflect so much more. So I think you have much more meaningful conversations when you're on holidays like this. It's real bonding time, isn't it?
I like that. Yeah,
well, it's true though, isn't it?
Thoughtful. But it is true because you're just so relaxed. Okay, we start things off when you join the ship with an overnight on board in port in Bali, which is lovely, before cruising on to Lombok, where again you've got another overnight. This is fantastic. There's regular shuttles from the port to the gorgeous beaches all around. The taxis there are not expensive at all, so you can go and see the amazing temples, the gardens of Mataram as well, and just explore this sprawling city because it is fabulous. Komodo is next in Indonesia. Now here you can go dragon viewing. What? You can take an excursion to see these fascinating creatures. It's actually the largest lizards in the world in their natural habitat. They are. Look at them. They're huge. Just wow. A couple of days at sea and you'll arrive in Australia. First of all, it's Darwin. I mean, there's so many activities here for thrill seekers. The Cage of Death. It's at Crocosaurus Cove, where you're lowered into a swimming hole in a perspex box, and there's crocodiles inside.
Perfectly safe, though.
A couple of days.
It sounds so dramatic.
I know, building the tension. It's Cooktown next, and you can learn all about its history, and of course named after Captain James Cook's landing in 1770. Great museum while you're there. Townsville will be your next stop on this amazing cruise. You can learn about the natural and cultural history of North Queensland at the Museum of Tropical Queensland. They've got marine life, Aboriginal culture, artefacts as well from HMS Pandora shipwreck, which is exciting to see. Airlie Beach, the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef. Oh, wow. I mean, all those fantastic reef activities there. You can go and relax in the lagoon, unwind. Yes, you'll be in heaven. Port Douglas, which has 4 Mile Beach. Oh, that sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Relax, soak up the sun and enjoy that amazing golden sand. You can go swimming, take a stroll. If you want to do something a bit more cultural, go to Mossman Gorge as well. It's just beautiful. Cairns next for Yorkeys Knob. Again, part of the Great Barrier Reef. This is where you're going to disembark the ship, and you've got 2 nights in a hotel. Just wonderful. Here you can ride the Coranda Scenic Railway or take the Skyrail Rainforest to experience the beauty of the Daintree Rainforest from different perspectives as well. I mean, amazing views of the Barron Gorge, the Coranda Village. Oh, wow. I mean, this rainforest is one of the oldest in the world. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, just absolutely beautiful, with like cascading waterfalls as well and diverse wildlife. I think waterfalls to me, I don't know, my mind, you just think peaceful, beautiful. Oh, just very, very relaxing. So that's amazing at the end of this holiday to get 2 nights in a hotel. Fantastic before you catch your flight back home.
It's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. This is really, really lovely. For those people who've never been to Australia, ticks that box for you just perfectly. And you're doing, you know, various areas of Australia as well, which is really, really good. And of course, doing that East Coast where you've got the Barrier Reef ports there. So plenty of opportunities to experience that. It is, you know, one of the most spectacular sights, and it's much bigger than you expect it to be. I think a lot of people in the UK, if you've not been to the Great Barrier Reef, you kind of think, okay, is it like a big patch of sort of green mossy looking stuff over in the middle of the sea somewhere that everyone, you know, sort of swims up to? And it is huge. It is, I think it's hundreds of thousands of kilometres long is the Great Barrier Reef, and there's lots to see and lots of different adventures that you can have there as well as part of this cruise. I love this. Let's recap it as well. So this is April next year. 3 weeks away. You can secure it today and lock in our great price for just a deposit of £199 each today, and that's the flight from the UK out to Bali. Just puts a smile on your face knowing that you're going to Bali, doesn't it? You've got 3 nights there in a hotel. You can have longer as well if you want to. Just talk to the team, and then you have your 2-week cruise, which cruises out of Bali, around Indonesia, and then around the coast of Australia, including those barrier reef ports as well. Now the cruise itself is all inclusive because we're free at sea. So premium drinks package, shore excursion credits, a couple of nights of speciality dining, and some Wi-Fi included while you're on the cruise. Now you end your cruise in Cairns. We stay there for 2 nights in a hotel in Australia before we then fly back to the UK. Oh gosh, the price tag on this one is just, it's bonkers. I mean, that is the kind of price still now, and I speak to you now knowing that here in this studio we actually make shows for our sister brand in Australia, and I know kind of how the world works cost-wise both ways. That is an incredible price tag for how much of Australia you're seeing, how broad the cruise is, what's included on the cruise, plus all the flights and the stay in Cairns there as well. Amazing. And in Bali. I mean, this just keeps giving. You should book this right now. Deposit's just £199 each. Here's the upgrade prices to Ocean View and balcony for you on board Norwegian Sun. But that really is truly magnificent. I mean, just for a second, if you took your whole itinerary list and said, right, okay, well, I'm flying from there to there, and then you had to fly or travel to each place, you know, be it by, I don't know what the trains are like in Australia, I have no idea. I would imagine it's a lot of internal flights as well. But if you imagine having to fly between each of those places that you're visiting there, well, you need a lot longer than 3 weeks for a start. And the cost, well, who knows? It would just run away with itself completely, wouldn't it? That's amazing. I'd love to go to Australia, wouldn't you?
Oh, me too.
Definitely.
Oh, sunshine. And our final sunshine getaway for next year, it's taking us to Hawaii. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're going for some grass skirt action next in Hawaii and in French Polynesia. Yeah, beautiful.
We've got white sandy beaches, blue skies. So our 21st night starts on the 13th of September next year, flying from the UK out to Tahiti and Papeete for a 2-night hotel stay. Oh, just beautiful, amazing. I mean, you would have an amazing time here. It's the largest island in the French Polynesia. It's paradise. It's known for its stunning natural beauty, turquoise lagoons and rich Polynesian culture. So much to do. I mean, I don't know if you just want to get there and relax on the beaches. I mean, look at that. Who wouldn't? Soak up the sun and just like swimming in those crystal clear waters. Lovely. But if you want to do something a little more, why not do the Circle Island tour? It's an excursion around the island. You go and see all the natural wonders, the cultural landmarks as well, including waterfalls, the Belvedere Lookout, and archaeological sites like the Marahurahu. Ooh, sounds very exciting. So after 2 nights there, you are going to join the Norwegian Sun for your 14 nights of just lovely, lovely cruising.
Do you know where I think I'd head to first?
Yeah.
There's a wonderful spa on board,
Yes.
as there are on most cruise ships, but Norwegian do it particularly well, actually. A huge range of treatments there for you. And that's something else. We were talking before about the kind of conversations that you have, whether you go away with your other half, the family, friends you go away on holiday with, the kind of conversations that you have on holiday, and the kind of, because everyone's off the clock. No one has any pressures or worries. Anyone that's trying to you can connect on the Wi-Fi. You can probably work from one of these ships as well. A lot of the cruise lines have internet that's that good these days, but you know what, if somebody's going to work on a cruise ship, you just send them away to do it somewhere else because you guys just want to relax. But this is the ultimate chance for you to kind of connect, reflect, make memories, see amazing places, and just realise that actually, you know, sometimes where you feel like you're always stressed, there's always something going on, very, very busy, there's lots going on in the world, always watching bad news on the news. A holiday like this really does get you completely away from all of that and gives your head a bit of a break as well, which is really good. So we're sailing out of Papeete in Tahiti, 14 nights.
Amazing. Arriving first in Moorea. Here, there's a great excursion. It's the lagoon excursion, so you can kind of take a boat tour, or you can rent a kayak if you're a bit more adventurous, or a paddleboard and go and see the beautiful scenic lagoons and bays. Bora Bora is next. You've got amazing Volcanoes National Park there as well. There's a guided hike or helicopter tour to Mount Otemunua, the majestic centrepiece where you see amazing views, of course, Bora Bora, and all the beautiful lagoons as well. A few days at sea, arriving in Hawaii, in Hilo. Amazing. It's just beautiful here. You can go hiking if you want to. There's museums if you want to. And of course, it's Hawaii, the most incredible beaches. I just think of doing the hula. Of course. Next, it's Kona. You can. Now, if you want to do a bit of like discovery of Hawaiian history, there's amazing historical national park there. You can go and see the temples, the royal grounds as well, which you don't always associate with somewhere like that. So that's something quite nice. Cruising the Napoli coast before arriving in Kauai, where you have an overnight on board in port. Amazing. You can explore the coast on a high-speed Zodiac raft if you want to, allowing you to get closer to the caves, the waterfalls, and there's actually a lot of lovely hidden beaches as well there. We're going to some beautiful islands in Hawaii, and next it's Maui. Now, if you want to do something quite thrilling, go and do some whale watching while you're there. Or maybe you want to take a boat tour and just see all the beautiful marine life that's about. You will then arrive in Honolulu, where you come off the cruise ship and you get 2 nights in Honolulu. Amazing. You can go and visit that famous Waikiki beach known for those golden sands. Perhaps you could go and have a surfing lesson and learn to surf while you're there.
Or paddleboard. Yeah,
which you can do kneeling. Now, if you think, oh, I can't go on a paddleboard, I know you see people standing doing it. It's really easy if you sat on it or kneeling on it.
I think the more I see paddleboarding, the more I think actually I probably could deal with that.
Oh, you could. It's not hard.
If you didn't have the stick in your hand or whatever they call it, then I would worry. But because you've got
called an oar.
You've got the is it
or a paddle paddle.
Okay. But yeah, I think that would be doable.
Right, okay. We are going to get you paddleboarding, Derek. Amazing. Okay, after that amazing 2 nights in Honolulu, you get your flight home. Look at that, Derek. All those incredible places.
You've got to try everything once, haven't you?
Of course.
In life. It's got to be done.
Twice if you like it.
Yes, absolutely.
I own a paddleboard.
Do you?
I need to get you to Lake Windermere. It's not as exciting.
No, I need to do it somewhere warm.
You need to do it, in Hawaii.
Not going into the freezing depths of Lake Windermere. Nice as it is. Listen, I'd rather do it in French Polynesia, wouldn't you, than Lake Windermere. Mind you, that's maybe a place to practice. I might come around and practice. Anyway, listen. Back to our package, which is all about sunshine. Incredible package, this one. Flights included, of course, to Tahiti and back from Honolulu on this offer. Hotel stays, of course, in both, and your free at sea is all part of this offer as well. So that means premium drinks package while you're on board the cruise, which is great. So whatever your tipple is, absolutely fine. Tap the card, that's it, job done, not going onto the account. We've factored in free at sea. You've got some shore excursion credit. Actually, you've got some shore excursion credit for every one of the ports that you are going into as well, which is really useful because there might be a particular adventure that you want to do. Well, there's some credit there already towards that, which is great. You've got 2 nights of specialty dining for the pair of you while you take your cruise. And you've got some Wi-Fi to keep in touch, which is very nice. Deposit again on this one, nice low deposit of £199 each. Your price for the whole jolly lot. And remember, you can tailor this package as well because we've got stays in this one. You can tailor those if you want to as well. So you've got 2 stays on this one, haven't you? So if you wanted to tailor those and make them even longer, just talk to the team. But obviously to give you a price, we have to set kind of some parameters. But if you think, actually I'd like a longer holiday than 3 weeks, how about I stretch one of those stays, either the one in Bali or the one in Honolulu, it would be very, very easy for us to sort that out for you. Indeed, just talk to the team when you book. Here's the details to upgrade as well. So if you want to go up to Ocean View or up indeed to balcony, it is all there for you, which is very, very nice indeed. Sorry, you were in Tahiti, weren't you, starting off this cruise? Not Bali. Silly boy. But Tahiti, if you wanted to spend longer there, you absolutely could. I knew, as soon as I said it, I was like, we've been to Bali so much in this show, that's why, isn't it? Anyway, you've got your low deposit there of £199 each, so use that as a chance of saying, right, come on, let's do it. So many people over the years have kind of said to me, I'm so glad you talked me into that cruise. Actually, I'm not here to talk you into that cruise. I am here to simply say, look, there's the ship, there's what it has to offer, there's the places you're going to in words and pictures, which is really nice to see. It's a bit easier to understand than a brochure, isn't it, where you see one picture of a place. And there's your price tag. All of those things have to be right before you will book that holiday. And listen, if you are new to us here at the channel, or relatively new, first of all, welcome along. We're here all day and every day. And secondly, let's blow our own trumpet for a moment.
With over 20 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruise1st, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and Atoll Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is safe with us. We've been on your TV screens for over a decade, and we guarantee the best cruise prices. If you find one of our offers cheaper elsewhere on TV, then we'll match or beat that price. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday with many of our deals. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until your due date to pay your balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 6,000 independent reviews, so you can be fully confident when booking your next holiday with Cruise1st.
There you go. That's how easy it is. I'm going to ask you a quick question, actually, because you've just been on holiday for 2 weeks, haven't you, Polly?
I have. Go ahead.
How do you feel? Now you're back, do you realise now how much you needed it?
Oh yes, and I think as well, like these kinds of holidays, doing something like really special and going a bit further afield, you do detach. We were talking about on the cruise ship, you know, connecting to home. But when you're going somewhere like this with such a massive time difference, you actually can't be back and forth on the WhatsApp.
That's true.
So because it's all different times, so it really forces you to like disengage from the technology. And like for me with the children, they were everything, and it was fantastic. So for the first sort of day or so, everyone's getting used to this kind of technological detox because of the world we live in now. But then you really do, once you're through that, you really, really switch off from that, and you're together as a family or with your other half, and yeah, you really do connect. It's amazing.
It's funny how refreshing it is as well, because you've
so
just
important.
recently come back from yours, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you can tell there's this real
glow of
Yeah. You ready for the next one though?
Oh, I'm already planning the next one. I've already got a spreadsheet of all the things and how much I need to be saving per month.
Exactly. That's the way to do it. And low deposits really, really help actually with a lot of our offers here at Cruise1st as well. Don't forget, thousands more on the website, cruise1st.tv. Thousands more shows for you to watch here as well on the channel. So don't you go far. We'll be back before you know it.
Bye-bye.